Greetings, YouTube. So, the reality of America is that we have active shooter drills and active shooter discussions in schools and in businesses every goddamn day. And they have actual shooter drills in schools where they will sound an alarm and the kids will have to respond to that as though there is an active shooter in the building. Usually they're hiding, they're barricading doors. Yes, they're barricading doors. Some schools I've even seen have come up with a way of fastening the door closed from the inside that can't be used when you're not having the drill. There's a mechanism they're using which is like removable. And it's low cost, actually. I think I saw some janitor invented it. It was really quite simple and elegant. It's this cable and a bolt in the wall, and you just slap the padlock on it, and the door could not be opened from the outside. It's quite great, quite handy, and it can be opened from the inside because you've got the padlock key and you're in the room with it. And you can't reach it from the outside, so it was very simple, elegant design, and it could save lives. But we do this in America because we have hundreds of mass shootings every year. Every year we have hundreds of them in America. We do. And it's terrifying. And some of them take place in our schools. Well, there's a district in Pennsylvania. They had an active shooter drill. Except they decided they were gonna take that to 11. They're just gonna peg that friggin' knob. So what did they do? They actually put someone in a costume to pretend to be an active shooter. I think that's going overboard. I think if you just have an alarm and make an announcement over the intercom, that's enough. That'll terrify everyone and get them to pee in their pants. You don't need to put somebody into a costume to pretend to be an active shooter. But this school decided to, like I said, they wanted to peg that knob. So they did. What kind of a costume did they use? They dressed the person up, the guy, as a Middle Eastern person with a traditional head garment made out of, what are they called? Mug? I can't remember what they're called now. I own a couple of them. I can't remember what they're called. But it's a traditional Middle Eastern head piece that you wear as a scarf. I wear them. You've seen it in my videos probably. You wear them as scarves. You wear them to protect your face in sandstorms. And you can wear them for to keep warm. They're very versatile devices. The problem is that we don't have Middle Eastern active shooters in schools in America. Do you know who we do have as active shooters in schools in America? Almost always. In fact, more than 70% of active shooters in America are angry white dudes who have easy access to firearms. It's almost always an angry white dude. I believe it was in 2018, every mass shooter we had was a white dude. A right-wing white dude. They're always out there on the right. Terrified of something. Avid Fox News watchers, probably. They probably listen to Alex Jones and Breitbart for that matter. But yeah, it's not people raiding buildings in Middle Eastern garments. It's angry white dudes. And one of the teenagers was actually cogent enough to understand this, that she said, maybe they should have made him look like this everybody else does. Because that's the reality. They look just like everybody else does. They aren't foreign invaders. They're us. Too many Americans with easy access to guns who don't know how to deal with the world. So they kill people. They kill people. I saw something recently, it was a tweet I think, that someone talked about the fact that there is more gun ownership in Australia today than there was at the time they put in the assault weapon ban. And I don't like the term assault weapon. I prefer just to say semi-automatic firearms. But when they put that ban in place, there are now more firearms. But there have been zero mass shootings. No, that's a kind of a great point for us now, isn't it? That you could have gun control without impacting legitimate gun ownership. People can still plink, they can still hunt, but they don't have mass shootings in Australia now. So why don't we try that here? No mass shootings, some sensible gun control, no semi-automatic weapons of any kind at all, ever again. And maybe we can get the mass shootings to go away, and people can still hunt and still feel that they're enjoying their Second Amendment. But I gotta tell you, your expression of the Second Amendment is not more important than my life or the lives of children. If you think it is, well, fuck you sideways.